What is up, guys? Sawcasm here, and you're probably like, what the hell is going on? Am I seeing double? Why is there 5 supply drops at once when the max you could hold is actually 3? And no, you're not drunk. No, you're not seeing double, anything like that. It's not an illusion. It's not a cool editing trick. I'm not that good at editing where I could do something like this. But I actually had 5 supply drops at once because in this game I had 2. I was going for my daily challenge and I ended up getting 3 in one game. So that's pretty ridiculous. You know, usually you average 1 every 45 minutes, but there's been a couple of things that I've been experimenting with and definitely have noticed an increase in supply drops. So I'm going to share with you guys a couple of tips in this video. I'm going to share with you guys in this video a couple of tips how you could get more supply drops in Advanced Warfare. So I know we all want the crazy elite weapons, you know, the Insanity, the Obsidian Steed, the Speakeasy, all that shenanigans. In order to get those, we need supply drops. Lots and lots of supply drops, unless you're super lucky, in which case the rest of us are very jealous of you. But it's all good. Hopefully this video will help you get more supply drops yourself and get those weapons that you want to get. So the first tip that I have for you guys, use different class setups, different weapons, all that shenanigans. So in this game, using the MP11 Goliath for the first time ever, which by the way I unlocked from getting supply drops by using these tips. And I noticed that when I use new stuff and I'm unlocking new equipment with weapons that I haven't really used too much and stuff like that, that I unlock supply drops a lot faster. Now, your experience may be different, but I definitely noticed that I get them faster than the actual average of 45 minutes per supply drop. Like I said, I got 3 supply drops in this one game, albeit one of them was actually from the daily supply drop challenge. All you gotta do is return a flag, so that's where one of them came from. But the other 2 in one game, that's a rare occurrence in itself, 2 in one game. And I definitely noticed a huge increase in supply drops once I started varying up the weapons that I use a little bit more. So I also heard that you get more supply drops as a lower level. I don't really know if this is true because I only prestiged once on my other account, but on this account I haven't prestiged at all. So I've been mostly level 55. I really haven't tested that too much, so I can't speak on that, but it's something that a couple of people have been saying. So the next tip that I have for you guys that I actually use myself and I actually have tested and I know works is going for the supply drop challenges. So every day if you go to challenges, then supply drop challenge, that's exactly what it is. If you complete that challenge right there, you get 1 supply drop and then it resets the next day. So you get another chance to get another supply drop from that challenge. So that's what I was going for in this game, the capture the 1 flag supply drop challenge, which is a pretty easy one in my opinion, but some of them are not so easy. They're a little bit tedious, but you just do it. To be honest, if you're interested in getting elite weapons, I don't know why you wouldn't do this. Most of them you could finish within 1 game or less, so it's really not that time consuming. It's definitely worth it if you want to get these crazy elite weapons. I really don't know why you wouldn't utilize this feature, and definitely do it as soon as possible so that you can reset the challenge as soon as possible. And with less time in between resets, you can get more supply drop challenges and thus more supply drops. So the next tip that I have for you guys is actually really good if all you care about is getting supply drops in this game, which there's so much more to this game. I mean, supply drops is a lot of fun, but it's not really my main concern. But if it is your main concern for whatever reason, I don't know, maybe you have a bet with your friend that you can't get a certain amount of supply drops in 3 days. Hey, Billy, I bet you can't get 100 supply drops in 3 days. Well, you're probably going to lose that bet if it's 100, but maybe you do have a bet like that. I don't know. You just want to get a lot of supply drops. If you go into a public match, as long as you pick your class, you won't get kicked out, and that time will accumulate towards your next supply drop. So, you know, not everyone's gonna like this one. Personally, this is not something I do. I feel like it's a little bit cheap and I actually enjoy playing the game, going for the supply drops myself. But if you're a super busy person, maybe you don't have that much time to play the game, you could just spawn in, you won't get kicked out, the time will count towards the supply drop, but you do have to keep picking your class every single game. You will get kicked out if you don't pick your class. Now this is different from the previous Call of Duties. Before, actually you would get kicked out even if you picked your class. So you just pick your class, go do what you gotta do some homework, do some work, whatever. This tactic isn't for everybody. Like I said, I personally don't like it. But that's about it, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. I hope these tips helped you get more supply drops and will help you get more supply drops. Hopefully get that magical elite weapon that you want to get. Suddenly going to bring your KD to 100.0. So leave a like rating on this video if you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already for more videos. I post Advanced Warfare video every single day. But as always, if you hated it, be sure to dislike it, leave some in the comments, and unsubscribe, you hating ass bitch. Bah!